Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Coming off of Sunday's game, my biggest takeaway was the Saints rushing offense. Look, we went through all the superlatives, everything. I mean, down from Blake Grupe going 4 for 4 from field goal, 2 from 50 plus. Juwan Johnson blocking a punt. Derek Carr as efficient a game as he's played in New Orleans. The defense, 3 takeaways. Tyrann Mathieu still doing honey badger things. It was awesome. Top to bottom, everything was awesome. You won 47-10 in the NFL. Most points scored in a week 1 ever. But for me, the single biggest takeaway was the 180 rushing yards. You were 27th in the NFL in rushing offense a year ago. You were one of the worst rushing offensive teams in the NFL last year. And in game 1, you saw the manifestation of what Clint Kubiak was trying to do with their outside zone, getting out on the perimeter, getting your athletes in space, getting your athletic offensive linemen blocking in space as well. It benefited a guy like Trevor Penning, but also Taliese Fuaga. And CBS Sports put out their rookie rankings today. So it was the highest ranked rookies from week 1 in the NFL. This was Josh Edwards. And he had Taliese Fuaga 4th, the 4th highest rated rookie in the entire NFL for week 1 for his performance there against Carolina. He said Fuaga was one of 2 rookies unbeaten in pass protection in week 1, according to True Media, which could say as much about the Panthers, especially after Derek Brown got hurt, as it does Fuaga. You know, it's the Oregon State product, had played right tackle in college, but as we know now is starting at left tackle. So really great start for Taliese Fuaga. If you're wondering about the rest of this list, Jared Verse, we got to see him at Florida State the last 2 years. Number 1, Joe Alt was number 2 with the Chargers. Xavier Worthy, who scored on his first touch as a pro with the Chiefs, was number 3. Fuaga 4. Center Zach Frazier with the Steelers 5. Kamari Lassiter out of Georgia, the cornerback, number 6. Ladd McConkey. How about Ladd at 7? Muse?
He caught the game-winning touchdown in that game.
Could potentially Chris Doering have been right? Ladd McConkey, top 10 receiver in the SEC over the last decade.
No, I still don't buy it.
Yeah, no, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
Bucky Irving, Marshawn Nealand, and Brian Thomas Jr. Was 10th there. How about that? 10th best rookie opening weekend was BTJ. For what it's worth, Brian Thomas was, I went and looked up his Pro Football Focus grade, not including rookies, just all receivers in the NFL week 1. Brian Thomas was the 14th best graded wide receiver in the entire NFL week 1. Of course, caught a touchdown, 4 receptions, 47 yards. Had a good blocking grade as well. So really great start for Brian Thomas there in Jacksonville. But Taliese Fuaga, I think, is the story. And here was Dennis Allen on Monday after having an opportunity to review the tape from Sunday, met with reporters on Monday, and here's what he said about his rookie's debut.
I thought his first regular season game was pretty good, and there were still too many negative plays that we've got to get corrected, and I think we will. You know, I think the key for us is, you know, that race to improve from week 1 to week 2, and it has to be in all areas. And so I think that's what our focus is going to be.
Old adage, biggest improvement week 1 to week 2, we'll see. But that is something Dennis Allen said, listen to his post-game comments, and then again on Monday, is you go have a game like that, it's important to be self-critical, to be able to look at yourself even after a game like that where seemingly everything you did went well, and look at the things that didn't go well and fix them. One of the sayings that I'm very fond of is winning masks deficiencies. For example, let's just flip it and talk and look at like the LSU USC game. Had Garrett Nussmeier hit that pass in the flat to Aaron Anderson and he scores in the 4th quarter, LSU takes the lead, and let's say they win, we're not talking after the game or on Monday about the inability to run the ball and all the stuff. Winning mass deficiencies. You forget, like, by the way, to bring it back to the Saints, you might have missed this, the Saints had 10 penalties on Sunday. That didn't hurt you when you're beating the holy hell out of Carolina 47-10, but you go to Dallas, you're playing a closer game, you commit 10 penalties. That could be the difference. I think that's what Dennis Allen is saying. Like, just because you won and won the manner in which you did, it was incredible. They were awesome in every facet. Be self-critical. Be able to look at where, be analytical, be able to look at where maybe you didn't play as well, even if it's in the margins. Because like the average margin in the NFL is 3.5 points. So the small things in the NFL generally make a difference. Whatever those are, I mean, it's hard to identify them now. Maybe it's penalties. Get those corrected this week before you go to Dallas, because the challenge ratchets up significantly from Carolina, who's the worst team in the NFL, to Dallas, who's one on the short list of the best teams in the NFC, if not the entire NFL. And it looked really good against a team that was the best defense in the NFL a year ago in Cleveland. Dallas went on the road, scored 30 on them, and just pounded Dallas into submission, or pounded Cleveland into submission. So bigger challenge for New Orleans this Sunday when they go to Dallas. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.